few more tanks than they normally could have if they just would have attack moved in. In certain situations, it's good to attack, move in. In certain situations, it's better to just move in. And the Vikings are now looking to take out this hatchery. They are landing. They are upgraded 2-1 as well. QXC's upgrades are just phenomenal this game. He's upgraded 3-2 and 2-1. But Fungal Growth and Ultras come in to quickly clean up the rest of QXC's Vikings. He's got one left, and that is going to die to the Corruptors. So QXC losing a little bit of his defensive position. He needs those Vikings if he wants to hold off. You can't just rely on tanks and Thors, because he can come in with Broodlords and Corruptors and just make quick work of all your ground units. But he's got lots of Ravens with point defense drones and turrets. He does not have Seeker Missile. It is not upgrading right now. If we take a look at the units tab, 3 Ravens, 12 Marines, 14 Siege Tanks, a couple Vikings, couple Marauders. I'm curious to see if he's going to switch over to more of a bio play. It looks like he might. On the other end of the map, well, on the other 2/3 of the map, 24 Zerglings, 10 Ultras, 6 Broodlords, some Corruptors. Ugh, this could be trouble. Scan goes off and sees all the Broodlords and Corruptors. 5 point defense drones go down. Ultras coming in. They are going to make quick work of these tanks, but the planetary fortress may be too much. If he repairs this, he may lose a lot more Ultralisks than he wanted to. One siege tank still full in effect, and these Ultras are in a bad position. He right-clicked on the planetary to kill it, which he did, but he took way more damage than he probably wanted to. Probably could have moved those Ultras in packs instead of all at once. But looks like the Ultras are going to all die to the siege tanks. He's stuck here on some SCVs. The Broodlords and Vikings are getting just cleaned up. Let's go back and look at that engagement, because I'm curious what happened. The point defense drones were there. The Corruptors all got killed very quickly, which gave the Vikings full reign to take out as many Broodlords as they wanted. So QXC took a big loss, losing his second gold expansion. Oh, I was like, why aren't those Marines shooting that Zergling? But that's 4 SCVs in there. QXC retook this gold that he had almost mined out. He has not made it into a planetary. Meanwhile, Ret is mined out here, mined out here, mined out at this gold. He has not taken this base, not even killed off the destructible debris. And we've got a couple Marauders coming in. Did they get a lot of drone kills? It looks like they did. Ooh, I can switch the camera around. Yeah. Oh, yeah, great. No, not many drone kills. They must have just walked in there, but at the same time, Corruptors are trying to engage, but there's just too many point defense drones here. There's nothing these Corruptors can do. They do bonus damage to massive, so the attacks that do get through aren't even killing off the Vikings. They're doing a little bit of damage, but not enough. Zergling's funneling in to kill off these Marauders. This Marauder almost got this base, but QXC does know about it now. He's got to be in a bad feeling in the pit of his stomach right now. He does a scan to see what's coming. He sees a lot of Broodlords. He knows this base is here, but doesn't know about this base. He knows there's creep here, but he doesn't know if there's a base. Oh, wow. Zerglings took out the destructible debris here, so he can set up another base there. And meanwhile, more attacks coming in. Was that a fungal growth? Oh. This might be Ret's timing. The point defense drones all wore out. He's not put down any more. Ooh, there they come. 3 more point defense drones. That is going to force the Corruptors to GTFO. But fungal growth went down on the Vikings, stopping them once. And now the Vikings are stuck in a bad position. 1 point defense drone is still being effective. And more of his buddies come in, flying into the distance to reinforce their brethrens. Or brothers. Brethrens would be Zerg. Oh, long game here. The Terran is just turtling up. And once again, I'm curious how the units lost tab looks. 20,000 extra resources lost. So, like I said before, Ret is out-mining and out-producing QXC. The turtle style that he's using is actually working. Like, yes, I'd actually say he's not in the position really to win, but it's not like Ret has this game in the bag. Like, he needs to start utilizing his units smarter. He needs to start making better attacks, or like, you know, hitting here and then hitting here. Like, there's areas where Ret could be making this more effective, but I have to say that wouldn't be nearly as entertaining as this is with, like I said, it feels like the mission all in the campaign on brutal, no, on like professional brutal difficulty. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Production, more ultras coming out, tons of infestors with lots of energy, fungal growths going off everywhere. Drops here with banelings taking out a lot of the units, but the Thors and the tanks soaking up a lot of that damage. The Thors are upgraded 3-2, tanks obviously 3-2, Vikings 2-1, Broodlords are still, or sorry, Broodlords and Corruptors are still 1-1, but a lot of Overlords getting picked off there. And oh my god, QXC, you baller. How do you do this? Running in with a bunch of Marauders, kills off one base, and he's going to run up to this base too and kill off it. If he does get this hatchery, I will be astounded. Meanwhile, at the same time he's taking this base back, he flew that over and morphed it into a planetary fortress. He called down a ton of income. Oh, he's got more income than Ret does right now because of those mules, even though he's at half the freaking harvesters. But the Ultras come in, they clean up the Marauders and the Marines that were here, but the Marines and Marauders did their service to the world, or to the Terran, and they were able to kill off 2 hatcheries and slow down the income of Ret that much more. So Ret now just mining off 2 bases, getting amped up for his 3rd, but he's mined out of 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. Oh, that is just sick. And I have to say, if QXC can hold this gold and maybe get to take this expansion, he'll be in position to win this game. Like, I got to keep pointing back to the units lost tab. He's almost lost double the resources. I don't care if you've mined twice as much or 3 times as much. You've lost twice as much. But this could be it. That's a lot of infestors. No, the infestors are just attacking in. They weren't fungal growthing. They didn't have neuroparasite. The Broodlords are getting taken out by the Vikings, but the Vikings are focusing down the Overlords instead. Oh, that's a lot of tanks. Once again, QXC is holding off anything that Ret can throw at him. Back to the units lost tab. 28,000 now resource difference in units lost, and QXC is pushing out with his Vikings once again. The infestors don't have enough energy for fungal growth. He cannot lock them down, picking off as many Overlords as he can. Oh, that's just so... Jeez. QXC, you're a baller. You have to have beat the campaign on brutal difficulty on that mission. If you can do this against frickin' Ret, I'm sure you can do it against the stupid computer in Kerrigan. But anyways, off topic once again. Units tab, curious to see what's going on. 8 Marauders, 9 Marines, that's all he's got for bio. 3 Ravens, 7 tanks. He needs to get that tank number up if he wants to continue to hold off this ground force. But his Viking army is just continually growing, and it's just so effective. Oh no. Oh, the same Marauder attack force going in, but I think Ret knows about this, and he's going to throw a bunch of Zerglings at him and hold this off fairly quickly. Is he going to get the hatchery? No, does not get the hatchery. So now Ret is up on 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases. The income tab shows that he's over double right now. 77 harvesters to 50. QXC really needs to take another base as this gold is being mined out completely. Back to the units tab, 94 Zerglings. That's 50 supply on Zerglings. I don't like that. Tanks destroy Zerglings. We've got a drop coming. Oh, QXC, you baller. 2 Ultras, 94 Zerglings, and some Corruptors. That is all that Ret has. He's going hunting once again with these Vikings. No. The drops are on the way. Oh no, 1 drop to the main, or sorry, to the natural expansion over here. 2 drops to the main. Here he is, dropping the units behind the mineral line. He's going to pick off as many drones. He's probably going to get that hatchery. Meanwhile, these 2 dropships dropping, or medevacs dropping off as many units as they can. He picks up the units in this dropship, And he didn't kill that hatchery off quite yet, but the Zerglings are now funneling in, trying to kill off these units. This hatchery goes down. The medevacs don't pick up any of the units. Meanwhile, he redrops the units that were in this hatchery and kills off, or sorry, in this dropship, and kills off this hatchery. Oh, QXC. Oh, QXC. Oh, fantastic. Vikings coming in now and picking off a ton more overlords as well. Oh, I don't know how you're doing this, QXC, but you are possibly still in this game. Like 8 bases to 3 or 4, and it's... Oh. But the mining's almost dead. He's... Oh, no. This a lot of corruptors, and he does not have a point of fence drone with these Vikings. He needs to retreat. The corruptors quickly pull back, though, just after chasing them into the tower. Here come the Ravens. They've got a ton of energy for point defense drones. Once they engage, I expect the point defense drones to come down and all of these corruptors to die off. Here it comes. Point defense drones go down. No! Not point defense drones. Oh, Seeker Missile. I need to watch that again, guys. I was expecting point defense drones, but it's Seeker Missile. Look at the colors change. Oh, bam. Fungal growth going off on the Vikings. I would like to see him put down a point defense drone, but he does not have enough energy. The leftover corruptors do clean up what's left of the Vikings. At the same... Oh, no, there isn't. I thought I saw purple. Got ahead of myself. But QXC is completely mined out now. I don't know if there's anything he can do. Oh, income tab is nothing. 800 to nothing. 64 harvesters to 50. And I gotta keep reverting back to this units lost tab. Over 30,000 resources lost more for Ret. So he may have mined 30,000 more, but he's lost 30,000 more. Unfortunately for QXC, though, there is an expansion here, and and I'm still in normal. I'm wondering why everything's going so freaking slow. Stupid me. Oh, get ahead of myself wanting to replay some of the action on normal speed, and then I forget. But anyways, once again, Ret is looking to... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, no. QXC making one final push that he's got. He's got no income, sieging up, tons of fungal growth going off. If he holds this off, oh god, he held it off. No freaking way. No way. Neither player has any resources. Ret has 120 supply compared to 95. Look at these barracks flying in. They are, and along the command centers, they're all flying in to create a wall. If he can wall this off and take this base and kill off this base like he's trying, he's going to win this game. 5 Broodlords in production, though. That's going to be very detrimental to QXC's position here, as he's mostly ground. He's only got a few more Vikings left, but lots of Corruptors. 8 Corruptors in. If they kill off these Vikings, oh no, and Zerglings are pouring in. They're going to take out what's left of these tanks. I think this may be it for QXC. He just called down a ton of mules, so his income is, for the time being, fairly decent. But these Broodlords, he's got nothing to take them out now. Planetary Fortresses can't hit them, and so there's no point in converting that. He did take out this expansion here with those like few Marauders that he had, but they got killed off. Oh, QXC, is there anything you can do? Rewind to where we were. Lifts off, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Corruptors can come and take them out. They're killing off the barracks. QXC, you were so close to winning this game. Don't give up hope. Never surrender. Lots of idle SCVs if you can get them mining somewhere, somehow. But I think our champion is going to take this. He's just got too many units. Looking at the units tab, yeah, 4 Broodlords, 7 Corruptors, 2 Infestors, and a bunch of Zerglings. This is it. 5 Vikings is all that's left, and no production for QXC. He GG's, and our champion from last week reasserts his domination this week and takes Game 7, a very intense series. But our champion Ret is going on next week to fight whoever TOS can find. That was probably one of the most entertaining games I've seen in a long time. Back and forth action, just everything. So thanks once again to our sponsor, SC2casts.com, for putting up the $100 that Ret did just alleviate into his pocket from wherever the bowl that it was. I am rambling, so yeah. Thanks again, guys. Thanks to GLHF.TV for streaming it. And this is SchickySC signing out for this week's Show Match Series.